My people, my people. Hello, my people, my people. I greet everybody and I bring everybody glad tidings. My people, my name is Ben, aka Benny He Davis. For those of you now who don't see us here, we don't know why we always come here. For the last couple of months, now the Edo State elections, now be the matter we always come here, come talk about. As most of you now know, the election has just ended. The last 24 hours or so ago, precisely on the 21st of September, that election we all the wait for since don't come and gone. And the outcome of the election, again, all of us know. My people of Edo State, I come here today, first of all, to go use this opportunity, thank all those who have been patient with us, all those who have listened to us, all those who felt that the cause we were fighting was just one. Now here I come back, make una, thank una, do well for all the support so far. But these elections, I know say, I don't talk am here, say there's so much at stake in the elections. I don't talk am here, say I don't get anything against the opponents. But the truth of the matter is, say, looking at the profile of all the candidates, we believe in that Dr. Solomon Godaro might be the best candidate. Now, the election, they don't hold time. The election, the result don't come out. I know say some people, they're happy. Also, some people, they're sad. But my people, this is my take. As far as the Edo election is concerned. That election, we already see them for the beginning, say, they won't ring them. We don't talk here many times, say, this is not what they plan to do. And they eventually carry out their plan to ring that election. That election, they ring them. And so, the only thing I come here can tell the Edo people, they say they need to stand up to fight for their right. They need to stand up to demand for their right. They need to stand up to let these folks, these people know, say they can't just come to Edo and then steal their mandate from them and they expect them to go and sleep with their two eyes closed. It's not going to happen. For people like us, we have worked tirelessly the past couple of months to try to make sure we let the Edo people know what we believe is the best thing and best way to go. I am very convinced that the Edo people have not gone the way the INEC result has reflected. That is not the wish of the Edo people. We all saw what happened, how the election results was being collated from the polling booth, which is ordinarily the right thing to do, which is what the electoral law says, that when election is held, results should be collated at the centers. From the centers, it should be transferred to local governments, from local government to the state level. So when they saw that the elections were being collated at the polling centers and that PDP was winning Dr. Solomon Godaro, they now put a halt to the exercise and then asked that all the coalition should continue at the state headquarters, which is not ordinarily the case. What that means is that they bypass the local government where the coalition was supposed to go from from the polling stations to the local and then to state. They bypass the local and then ask them to bring the coalition to the state headquarters, which is absolutely out of the rules. It's against the rule of INEC, of the electoral law. And when they got to the INEC headquarters, what they also did was they allowed the APC agents into the room and then asked the PDP agents to stay outside. That is to say, they denied them entry into the place while they allowed the APC agents to come into the hall. The question that I'm asking, and that many people are also asking, is this, my people. Why on earth would they, in the middle of the game, change the rules? I repeat, why on earth would they, INEC, in the middle of the game, change the rules? How did they change the rule? by asking that the coalition should come and continue at the headquarters, which is against the rules. The rules is that the way it started was that coalition starts from the polling stations, from there to the local, and then to the state. Why would INEC ask that the coalition should stop at the coalition point and then straight to the INEC office headquarters in Edo State? That shows that these people were bent at ringing the elections, and that's exactly what they have done. So for me, I refuse to accept the result of that election, and I know that many people too share the same opinion with me. I have said many times here that I don't get any problem with the candidates of the APC or any party for that matter, but let the best man win. And for me, the reason I supported Dr. Suleiman Gudaro is that I believe that Dr. Suleiman Gudaro was the best man for this job. Now, the INEC of Edo, of Nigeria, under the leadership of Mahmoud Yakubu, which we have always cried out for, has done it again. Exactly what they did at the presidential election in 2023, where they tell us that there was a glitch. Up to today, the 23rd of September 2024, that election was held in February 25th, 2023. Up to today, INEC has refused to tell the Nigerian people, and indeed the entire world, what was the nature of that glitch. They didn't tell us. In a sane society, the man Alhaji Mahmoud Yakubu should either be in prison or should have resigned or should have been sacked. But Nigeria being what it is, the man is still there, as we speak, is preparing to conduct the next presidential election in 2027. Under his stewardship, again, Edo State has had what they call the off-cycle election today, 2 days ago. And this is what has happened again. INEC has done what they know how to do best, which is ringing the election in favor of a particular party, the APC. My people of Edo State, that election, as I've made to understand, is going to be contested at the law court, even though we don't believe. We don't believe. I, for one, if I'm given the opportunity, I won't go to the Nigerian court because I know that the courts I mean, they're no longer courts that of the common man, so to speak. The Nigerian courts is being manipulated, is being bastardized, that you don't expect judges in the Nigerian court anymore to give you justice. And so for me, if I have my ways, I would rather advise the PDP and any other party for that matter not to bother to go further to court, to waste their time and the money, because nothing good is going to come out from the Nigerian judiciary. We know in recent times the judiciary in Nigeria has become a cash and carry judiciary. In recent times, under the former Chief Justice of Nigeria that just left before this lady who's dead now, Kekere Edug, who's now the current Chief Justice of Nigeria, before she came, there was one man called Areola or something that was there before. Under him, the judiciary of Nigeria was bastardized. Under his stewardship, the judiciary of Nigeria has now become a cash and carry judiciary. And so it's still there. That image of that man is still playing out. That's what has happened to Edo today. All the APC will simply say is go to court because they know that the courts are no longer courts in Nigeria. You don't go to Nigerian court today, in today's world, and expect justice. That's how much they have killed the judicial system of Nigeria under the stewardship of the man in Nassau Rock, the man who did not win an election, the man I have refused to call my president. Because like I've said many times here, I have nothing against the man Alhaji Ahmed Bola Tinubu. Nothing. I have respect for him. He's an elderly man. He's old enough to be my father. But the issue here, my people, is about principle, is about being fair. And I don't see the man as somebody who has fairly won that election in 2023 to become the Nigerian president. And that's why I have refused to see him as my president. And I think that's within my right. You can decide to see him as your president, is also within your right. But for me, the man Alhaji Ahmed Bola Tinubu is not my president. And so, my people, under his stewardship too, look at what has happened in Edo State. The man has vowed before that he was going to give Edo to APC. He made that proclamation a couple of months ago, and now this has happened. The election, like I said, if the APC or any party for that matter had won the election seamlessly in a clean, fair and credible way, people like us will commend them and will congratulate them. But the point I'm making is, why would they, INEC, I repeat, INEC, Independent Electoral Commission of Nigeria, why would they, in the middle of the game, change the rules of the game? That clearly tells you that they want to ring the election, which they have actually done. The election is being ringed. So let's not be kidding here, my people. The election, when it was doing the coalition at the coalition center, from the various units to the server, PDP was clearly in lead in all the servers, in all the results that were declared. PDP was in lead. So when they saw that, they put an halt to it and then asked them to bring the coalition to the headquarters, which is an aberration of the system. So my people of Edo State, this election has further, vindicated people like us who have said repeatedly that under Mr. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, there is no democracy in Nigeria. I repeat, under Ahmed Bola Tinubu, there is no democracy in Nigeria. We should stop deceiving ourselves. Nigeria is not practicing a democracy. What Nigeria is practicing is a clear case of an autocratic kind of government, wearing civilian dress in the name of being a politician. These men and women are not politicians. These men and women are not playing politics. These men and women are dictators in disguise. So for me, I have told everybody that cares to listen that under Ahmed Bola Tinubu, Nigeria is not a democratic state. And people should see it in that manner. That in 2027, God willing, God keep our lives, people should not bother to spend their money, their time, and their energy to try to contest the elections in 2027. There's no need for that. There's absolutely no room for anybody to say he or she wants to win the 2027 election as long as Alhaji Ahmed Bola Tinubu is still in Aso Rock. This was a man that we were told that the school he told INEC he went to, that school was not in existence before, as at the time he said he went to that school. This was a man, he said he went to Chicago State University. There was discrepancies about the university. This was a man that was caught into drug-related issues, and so on and so forth. So many baggages on top of this man. And today, the man is the president of Nigeria. I refuse to see the man as my president, because as far as I'm concerned, the man is not fit to be my president. Another is what, like I said, this has happened in Edo State, because he has told the APC people that he was going to give them Edo State. And the INEC in Edo, the man who's the electoral commissioner of Edo State, as we're told, and the friend or a cousin to the current minister of FFCT, which is Wike, and the police commissioner that was deployed to Edo State after the incident that happened at the airport was an ADC, as we were also told, to Bola Ahmed Tinubu when he was governor in Lagos. So you see, the hands of ESO was everywhere as far as this election is concerned. They say when which fly for your roof top for a house for night, and the next morning picking that. So do you need to go to a pastor or imam or native doctor to know who killed the witch? You don't need to, my people. The man Alhaji Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he don't tell us many times, say he's not a Democrat. The man is an autocratic man. He believes in autocracy, and that's what he's practicing in Nigeria. People should stop calling him a Democrat. So for me, my people of Edo State, I have given up on Edo, and I made a vow before now, and I do appreciate if people will respect my position. I have nothing against anybody, but I have a right to make decisions for myself because I'm old enough to do that. I did say at the initial that if for any reason Mondo Paulo is declared governor of Edo State, I will cease to be an Edo man, at least for the duration of Mondo Paulo's tenure as governor of Edo State. I will cease to be an Edo man. Because one, for me, he did not win that election legitimately. Two, even if he had won the election, I would have accepted it, but again, I would have not seen him as my governor, because he does not have the requisite requirement to become my governor. He does not have the capacity to become my governor. And for me, there's no way I would have accepted him as my governor, even though I have nothing personal against him. But going by the way this election has come, are gone, the man is, I repeat, is not my governor. He cannot be my governor. So for me, from the day that man is sworn into office in Edo State, if that happens, I refuse to be an Edo man. Like I said, for the duration that man will be governor in Edo State, I am not an Edo man anymore. And going forward, I refuse, I repeat, I refuse to participate in any way or form in any elections in Nigeria, as long as the man, Alhaji Ahmed Bola Tinubu, I don't want to say president of Nigeria, remains in Aso Rock. I repeat, I will refuse to participate in whatever form or shape in any elections in Nigeria, as long as Alhaji Ahmed Bola Tinubu remains in Aso Rock in Nigeria. Because people are just wasting their time. The man is not a Democrat. And so there's no point. Let us just leave the state for him to continue to do whatever it is that he wants to do. It's not point people wasting their time, energy, and resources thinking that they're participating in a system that will be fair, and at the end of the day, it's not fair. I don't have anything against the man, Alhaji Ahmed Bola Tinubu, but I have everything against how he got into that office. Because for me, in a decent society, in a society that is sane, a man like that should be behind bars and not in Aso Rock. So that's why I don't see him as my president. And with what he's done in Edo again today, he remains not my president. My people of Edo State, if whatever I've said here as it's not appealing to anybody, I do apologize. But this is my take, and this is my right, and I believe I have a right to express what I think is my opinion. And that's exactly what I've done here today. So Edo people, if you now know, say, I won't leave the mandate for these criminals, these jackers, it's fair. If you also believe, say, these people have stolen your mandate, make una go do the needful to give back your mandate. Otherwise, they don't steal them, and that's it. They stole this mandate. It's clear. It's very clear. Because we saw it coming. And what we not see. Now we see we didn't know. We knew that they were going to do this. I mean, the way they talk here, say, store will see, say they come. More no let them blind us. More no let them blind us. We don't almost let them blind us now. Going to court, for me, is not an option. If I ever get my way, I would advise Dr. Suleiman Gudaro and his campaign team not to even go that route. Say they won't go, court. Because the courts in Nigeria are not courts anymore. They've been, compromised. So, if we go to Nigeria court today and expect justice. So, Edo people, we all don't see the outcome of the elections. The election is, for me, over. Whether they go court tomorrow, they don't go court tomorrow, I am not going to talk about the Edo elections anymore. I have other matters to talk about, other pressing issues in Nigeria, in Africa, and other social matters, but not the Edo elections anymore. For me, I'm done with it. The Edo people feel that they are not satisfied. They want their states not to be hijacked by these criminals, these hijackers. Then they should go and do what they need to do. They know what they need to do. And it's not my place to begin to tell them to take back their state. My people of Edo State, like I said before, I want to thank all those of you who have participated, those who shared our position, those who appreciate what we were doing here. We do appreciate you all. We thank you all. But the game is not over until it is over. With that, I want to say thank you all so much for listening. If you do find this message and many more interested in, please do share the message, like the message. Continue to be part of what we do. Continue to follow us. Continue to look at our page and see what we have in stock for you. It's not going to be Edo anymore. In fact, it's over with Edo. We're going to be talking about other societal matters, other matters that are relevant to the society, whether it's in Africa or it's in Nigeria particularly, and many more, of such matters. So stay tuned. Keep, following us. Keep being there for us. We thank you for your time. We thank you for your support. And to the Edo people, I wish you all the very best. Thank you. Do have a wonderful day. Cheers.